Hi everyone, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. I've actually got a Bournemouth fan with us today. I've actually got Jamie with us. How are you doing, Jamie? All right.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
And we're just going to be talking about our fixture this weekend because we've, Newcastle fans haven't really had much action the last 10 days. I don't think yous weren't involved in there. You got put up by Wigan, weren't you?
No, don't even talk about Wigan. They've gone and beaten Man City, so it doesn't actually look that too bad of a result. But that was an awful game.
What's it been like not having no football? Because it's been torture for us.
Yeah, I hate it because I go pretty much every game. So, no football is just... Well, it's nice to have a break at times, but 2 weeks seems a very long time.
It is a really long time. So let's talk about the game then. Well, let's talk about Matt Ritchie returning dead quickly. Will he get a good reception when he turns to the Vitality?
I think he will, yeah. It's not like other players that have left and under bad terms, really. He left... the reasons he left was obviously for the money. He dropped down the division. But and I don't think Bournemouth fans generally like that. But obviously, if you were in a job, someone offers you more money to go and play elsewhere, you're probably going to go for it. So.
Yeah, he was absolutely outstanding in the Championship second half of the season. But hopefully gets a good reception. So how are you going to line up then? I know you've played a wing-back system against Huddersfield, and that didn't go too well with you. Obviously, he's got hammered 4-1. So are you going to be switching that again to a flat-back four?
See, I think there's two options really, and it really depends on how he sees the best tactical approach to the game against you guys. Because I expect us to have more of the ball, so it's whether he wants to have that balance with an extra third defender or bring someone like Josh King back into the fold and play an extra attacking player. So it really depends on how he sees the game. But I think there's certain players that will definitely play, and then there's certain players which could be dropped or probably deserve to be dropped, but they won't be. And then there's certain players I look at and think they've been in the team for a while, but there's other players coming back like Stanislas King. So maybe Jordan Ibe or Fraser will come out in maybe 2 from 3, something like that.
So do you think you'll go with a 4-4-1-1 formation, or what's you going to go with, do you feel?
See, I personally want him to stick with 3-4-2-1, but I don't think King has deserved to come back into the team. I don't think he's done enough to warrant that. But then both Steve Cook and Simon Francis at the back last game week against Huddersfield, they both made errors on 1 or 2 goals. So both of those are in line for the chop. But Francis will definitely play because he's our captain and he plays every game, even though he's under pressure from a lot of fans who probably think he doesn't deserve to start and he's only starting because he's captain. But I personally would like to stick with the 3 at the back because we've played it for the last 5 games. And barring Huddersfield, where it was just a complete complacent performance, where they wanted the game more, they needed the points more because we've moved ourselves away from the relegation zone. So I personally like to stick with that formation. We've beat Chelsea with it, we've beat Arsenal with it, so we've had good results with it.
Yeah, different kettle of fish when you're playing someone near to the bottom, aren't you?
Yeah.
How are you going to set up? Because I looked at it and done a little bit of research. Tell me if I'm wrong, but you just play with quite a high defence line-up. Now I think yous are expected to have a lot of the ball, and I think we'll sit and try and hit you. Maybe the likes of Gale. I don't think Soleimani will start, although he's in line to make his debut. Maybe Atsu on the left, Ritchie on the right. How are you going to approach this? Are you going to come out full guns blazing, or are you going to be a little bit cautious?
See, we're at home against a smaller, well, not a small side. You're a much bigger club than us, but a smaller side relative to in our league as such, not the top 6. We will come out, we'll play on the front foot, we'll play fast attacking football because that's our philosophy. We've always played that. We're always going to play that, and we'll have the lion's share of possession. It's just basically what we do with it. And because I remember quite
a couple of years ago,
quite a bad result against you guys, where Rob Elliott turned into Manuel Neuer and just saved everything on that day. We hit the post, and then I think you had one shot or maybe a Colaccini header alongside Jose Perez's goal, but it was just awful because you didn't deserve to win. No. But obviously, football you don't always get what you deserve in the game. So
if you don't take your chances, I mean, remember that day? That was horrible. That was under McLaren. That was quite volatile atmosphere, even though we won the game.
Yeah.
So the league table at the moment is so tight. It's like from 10th downwards. there's like 5 points in it from a relegation line. Are you pretty confident that Eddie Howe will keep you up?
Yeah, I said to like all my friends when we initially come up to the Premier League that under Eddie Howe, as long as he's given money to invest by the owners, and we've obviously gone on record that we got quite a rich Russian owner who pumped money in. If he continues to invest in Eddie Howe, he's just a fabulous coach. He's one of the best coach. I think he's the best English coach there is. Maybe British coach Brendan Rodgers, potentially some may argue because he's had bigger jobs, but Eddie Howe made us what we are. And we from my personal point of view, people may say we're in a relegation battle, and yes, everyone in the bottom 10 is, but we're 5 points above those from down the road. But we're also 5 points away from Burnley. We're 5 points away from Burnley. We're in 7th, which is the only real achievement we can actually have, other than staying up. I don't think we've got the quality to do it, but as a fan base and as a club, you've got to strive to the highest possible point you can be. And if we're in a relegation battle, we're also in the battle for 7th because it's equal points distance. So, and we can put ourselves 6 points away from you if we win the game. So for me, we have to approach it as positive as fans. We can't keep looking over our shoulders and thinking, well, they're just creeping up behind us. Obviously, you've got to keep an eye on it, but you've got to look forward and be positive about the team and where we can go.
Yeah, when you mention that team down the road, we've got them in the next couple of weeks. I'm presuming you want us to win that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Eddie Howe, you mentioned him being a top prospect England manager. Sean Dyche is probably another one as well. Yeah. How long do you really think, because you rate Eddie Howe that high, how long is he going to stay at Bournemouth before he seeks that next challenge?
I think, like I was just speaking about with the 7th place and how far he can take us as a club, I think we've got a stadium on the horizon in probably like 3 to 4 seasons. I'm not sure. It's about 21, 22 seasons, something like that. So I personally think, unless he gets a really good offer, maybe like Arsenal or something like completely out of the blue, if they take a risk on someone like that, unless he gets something like that, he just will see us through into the new stadium. He'll try and create a legacy because it's more beneficial to his CV. Like he's taken us from League Two. He's kept us solid in the Premier League, and then we've got a stadium, a new academy, new training facilities out of it, and is a long-lasting legacy rather than maybe moving to like a West Ham, yourselves, Everton, someone that's not too far away from us. Like it'd be a sideways move rather than like moving up the table.
Yeah. Now speaking of Newcastle, then obviously you're playing us. Is there any players you would look out and think, oh, he's going to be a threat? That's going to be a threat. Who would you pick out for this game?
I think the obvious one coming back to us is Matt Ritchie. That obviously he's going to want to prove something. He hit the post when up at your stadium a couple of months back when we beat you 1-0.
That was horrible. That was a horrible game.
We could have been like 2 or 3-0 down at half time, but then second half we absolutely battered you, and the goal was coming all second half. So, but like Matt Ritchie, he's going to come and want to prove a point. You got John Drew Shelby, people call for England. I don't rate him that highly personally, but he's obviously got quality to open.
When he fancies it, it's when Shelby fancies it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you rate Lascelles?
Pardon?
Do you rate Lascelles?
Oh yeah, he scored against us for Nottingham Forest a couple of seasons back. So he's obviously going to be a threat from set pieces, and that's where I worry. We might have a lot of the ball, might have a lot of chances. You might sit in, soak it up, get a set piece, and then Lascelles comes up from the back, or Clark, or Lejeune if he plays, and it just bounces ones in, and that's it, isn't it? 1-0, like before, and
yeah,
then you're walking away, and you deserve to win, but you don't.
So thank you very much. Right, last one then. Score prediction for us, Jamie. What's the score going to be on Saturday? Then put your neck on the line.
I think we will win the game because we're on the back of Huddersfield. I think we have to play well and we have to put a performance in because that performance was awful. We don't really get many clean sheets, but I predicted 2-0 this, but I can easily see you scoring, so might revise that to 2-1, 1 or 2 goal margin, something like that. It'll be a close game, but I think we'll get 3 points.
I think I'll go with a score draw on this one. I think it's important that Newcastle carry on their momentum for beating Manchester United. So that's been it, everybody. Thank you very much, Jamie, for obviously popping on to the channel. Well done. That was pretty straightforward. Thank you for popping on. And let us know what you think in the comments down there below, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.